But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Loading up the old Magic Online to play some Modern. I got a Pro Tour in Barcelona in a few months, and I haven't played much Modern lately, honestly, and it's a Modern Pro Tour, so Pro Tour Lord of the Rings, which is a weird thing to say, honestly, but, and I saw Electric Bob on Twitter, had 5-0 League playing Humans, with some new cards in it, and, I do love Humans, played the deck a lot back in the day, changed a few cards here and there, but we get three big new cards for Humans from old here. We get Coppercoat Vanguard, new card from March the Machine, the Aftermath, 2/2 for 2. Gives all your humans Ward 1 and pumps the squad +1/+0. Ward 1, obviously very good against Fury, one of the cards that really has pushed humans out of the metagame. We also get Jirina, Dauntless General, 2 mana for a 2/2. A little bit of Selfless Savior going on here. All your humans gain Hexproof Indestructible. And also when it ETBs, it Tormod skips your opponents too, which is a nice little thing to have access to. And then most importantly, I think we get Knight-Errant of Eos. And this card is awesome. 5 mana for a 4/4 Convoke. Similar to Venerated Loxodon. Rather than putting a bunch of power in play, you get to draw potentially 2 creatures. So ETBs, look at the top 6, and then however many creatures you convoked it for, you get 2 creatures of mana value, X or less for X number of creatures that convoked it. So you use 3 to convoke it. You can get 2 3-drops, and so on and so forth. Obviously, the curve here is very, very low anyway. And one of the ways that Humans needs to kind of play a little longer bit of a game against heavy removal spell decks is being able to draw more cards. Aether Vial, obviously a great card for pumping out creatures, but if you run out of creatures, you don't have anything to do with it. So, Knight-Errant's awesome. It's also great against Anger of the Gods and Brotherhood's End and damage-based sweepers, which is great too. Otherwise, a lot of the usual suspects here. Of course, Champion of the Parish and Thalia's Lieutenant being 2 of the big reasons by Humans in general. Lieutenant pumps squad, Champion pumps itself. Sentinel's obviously a phenomenal Modern Horizons card. It's super, super good. Noble Hierarch, sneakily a human. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Reflector Mage, Mantis Rider, you get the idea. And of course, holding the room together here is our multi-lands. Cavern of Souls, Secluded Courtyard, and Unclaimed Territory. All tap for any color for a human and coming on tap, which is great. So, that's the deck. Sideboard's got some hate bear stuff in it. We got Collector Ouphe. We got Realmwalker, kind of another grindy card for grindy matchups that can play humans off the top. Magistrate, good against Cascade and Friends. Sanctifier, good against graveyards and black and red decks. You get the idea, Sanctum Prelate. So, that's the deck. Let's get right into the games and see how we do. Brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Can't get Rend here, which is nice. Of course, Fury and Ren and 6, 2 of the big cards that really kind of pushed humans off the map. Solitude, not so great either. Overgrown Tomb. We're going to see a Young Wolf here. Stitcher Supplier. Cool. Milling over Grist the Hunger Tide, Fiend Artisan, and Nurturing Peterland. This is some sort of Tyvar deck, probably. Name human again. We're gonna have Vanguard over Lieutenant here. Attacks for the same amount of damage, but gets our ward on, which is kind of nice. And unfortunately, it doesn't give ward to itself, which would be really good. And we'll attack in for 3 here. See if they want to block. Fiend Artisan Grist. So we have a few ways to exile graveyards in our deck. Supplier's going to mill over. Oh, they're doing the whole Hex Mage Invasion of Ikoria thing. So if you Invasion of Ikoria X equals 2, you can go find a Hex Mage and then remove all the battle counters immediately. And you get an 8/8 essentially unblockable, which is kind of cool. This opponent's doing some crazy stuff over there. Here is a Boseiju. I'll see Breeding Pool too, so a little bit of blue mana as well. And they're going to play Urborg Lurgoyf, which is a 4/5. That is fairly well sized. All right. So the good news here is we get to just we can't really attack this turn. We get to play Lieutenant, and then fire up the Knight-Errant of Eos. Actually, we can't. We're one short of that. So I guess Knight-Errant it is. Not the most exciting turn 3, but, you know, opponent's got a big blocker. We'll just get some stuff going on. Only get to get 2 drops here, but another Lieutenant would be pretty awesome. So not a great draw. We drew 5 lands, which is, you know, over a quarter of our lands in our first few draws, which is not ideal, but look at the cards, and we get a Lieutenant and an Esper Sentinel. Pretty good. Second Lieutenant is pretty nice as far as getting big. So next turn we're going to be dumping our entire hand, getting huge. Probably should go Lieutenant, which pump a squad up a huge amount and go nuts. Urborg Lurgoyf. Card that hasn't seen really much play, honestly, anywhere. I've tried it in Standard a number of times, but it just never really works out. Those graveyard decks are always a little too finicky. Cool thing, too, is that with our hate bears, you know, Knight-Errant gives you a lot of looks at them. So you might only have, like, you know, 2 of a certain hate bear in your deck. But if you cast a Knight-Errant or 2, you have a good chance of finding it, which is pretty great. So sweet card. Definitely a sweet card. It's kind of weird because, like, is 4 mana for an 8 unblockable, like, even that good? Hex Mage and Invasion of Ikoria? I'm not sure, honestly. Opponent's got multiple things going on over there. Here's an Overgrown Tomb. That Tyvar, probably. Nope. Urborg Lurgoyf numero 2. It's going to mill some cards. They hit Grist, another Lurgoyf, and a land. So they have 2 6/7s. Alright, so we're going to untap and draw a Reflector Mage, which is pretty good. Could fire off double Lieutenant here. That would mean we would have a 7/6 and a... This is going to be really big. It's a pretty good attack, honestly. Or we could play like Sentinel Reflector Mage this turn and set up for the huge swing next turn. I think I like that, honestly. Let's just get more bodies in place. We can get a huge swing off. Just bounce on these Lurgoyfs. Yeah, let's do that. So let's play Esper Sentinel. And the Reflector Mage. Go blue. Go white. Auto Tapper, where art thou? Let's bounce this. And we have a 6/5, not quite big enough, but I mean, I think we're good to go next turn. Next turn, double Lieutenant, and then everything is pretty large. We got 2/1 Esper Sentinel, thanks to our Vanguard, so I might draw a card off that also if I'm going to play a spell. 3/3 Reflector Mage. Kind of weird to have a Lord that gives +1/+0, honestly. It's not really a common buff, so sizing is a little weird, but here's a Grist the Hunger Tide, which is obviously a good card. But I don't think this matters here, so I think we're good to go. Make a token, mill an Urza Saga. And play a Haywire Might. Alright, so look pretty dead to me. Well, it's just playing, it looks like a cube draft deck almost. Alright, so we draw General Kudro. Which is actually kind of gas, because now that's one of our 2 exile Haiti graveyard Haiti cards. We can exile 2 creatures from the graveyard here, and then just slam. I like that a lot. So let's go black, white, colorless. Here's the general. Whenever human ETBs, exile a card from an opponent's graveyard. Adorable. Exile one of these Grists, I think, which counts as a creature in the graveyard. So, I mean, it's Hex Mage, actually. I don't know if it actually matters or not, but it's funny. We could actually just play a land and, like, sack a creature and kill the Lurgoyf to attack. Or I can Lieutenant, but then all my attackers aren't that good. I'll shrink the Lurgoyf to a 4/5. I grow the entire team. Might actually better just sack and kill, honestly. That's pretty funny. So the Grist didn't trigger the Sentinel because it was a creature on a stack. That's hilarious. Sack this, kill this, attack with everything. They have to block this. I mean, it seems good. Let's have this Fiend Artist in the graveyard too. Let's eat a creature, 4/5, attack with everything. 4/5 eats my... I'll just do this. So let's target this, sacrificing the Esper Sentinel. Oh, it's 2 humans. I'm sorry. I misread the card. Let's just do it the other way then. Chaos Lieutenant. Pump a squad. Exile a card. Let's exile a creature. Let's exile the Fiend Artisan in case they have a thing to bring it back with. And now they have a 4/5. Pumps the squad. And attack them with you. I think just everything. We're going to lose a creature here, but whatever, honestly. Just send them a clowns. Like, they're going to lose some stuff. The Goyf will grow. They have a Goyf in their hand, but we kill the fodder creatures. They can't use the Grist that effectively. So they eat this, take 9. I think we're in good shape. Really weird looking deck, honestly. It's a gain 2, whatever. So, kind of a weird game, because, like, our draw wasn't really that good. No Vial, no Noble Hierarch. But they're also just sort of like... they hit a Grist, that's sick. So, they got a second token. It's pretty wild. So, extra blockers for them, and then an Urborg Lurgoyf also. Gonna play another Goyf here. Yes, okay. That's going to mill over a Hex Parasite. Also an Insect. Insect Tribal. Witherbloom Command. Citrus Supplier. So 2, 9, 10 Goyfs. We're going to play a Lieutenant. Probably sack the Lieutenant and something else to kill one of these. And just attack with everything and kill them. Let's see what we draw. They're an 8. Alright, let's untap and draw Cavern of Souls. I'm going to actually just draw off this canopy first, see what we draw. Aether Vial. Right on time. Alright, so name human. Play Lieutenant. Pump a squad. Sure, good enough for me. Alright, so want the graveyard stuff. I guess the Sanctifier and en-Vec's pretty gross here, too. Yeah, it's kind of weird to play a graveyard deck. It's not, like, broken, because, like, all the graveyard hate is so good. Lose Jegantha, whatever. You know, like, sure. And let's cut... honestly, our Thalias don't seem very exciting. Let me cut, like, a few of those. Same with Esper Sentinel. They have very few, if any, non-creatures. And even the Grist counts as a creature anyway, so, like... Doesn't do much there regardless. I mean, leave one of these Thalias in. Anything here better than Thalia? Drannith Magistrate. Are they playing any cards that are not from their hand? No, right? Yeah. I mean, wouldn't mind shaving a Thalia or two, honestly. We are cutting some of our ones, which is kind of not great, but... could bring in, like, a Realmwalker or two, I guess. Because Thalia is just, like, not very exciting. Just bring in one Realmwalker. Because, like, Thalia is, like... A 2/1 first strike is obviously just, like, okay. But it's definitely not very exciting. I guess they have, like, they showed us an Urza Saga, too. Not that our Collector Ouphe would do much there, I don't think. So, let's do this. I think this is fun. So, again, very weird game. Opponent just didn't really do all too much. Another kind of sketchy hand. This hand's even sketchier, actually, because we have no 1-drop. We're going to mulligan this. No 1-drop, no Vial on the draw. Just not really very good at all. You can just do a lot better than this, I think. Mulligan to 1-land Aether Vial. Love it. We got Vial, Champion, Noble Hierarch, Reflector Mage, Sanctifier. So keep this. Ship a Vial. Pretty good. Blumenmarsh Supplier. So yeah, our Sanctifier should be pretty good here. Skitterfang? Grist? Shadow Spear. That's also an insect. I mean, like... Maybe they're streaming and playing Insect Tribal or something like that? I don't even know. Name human. Draw another Vial, which is fine. Play Vial, say go. Like... Alright. Opponent just freaking loves insects. I mean, if you plus Grist and hit a few insects, it's very, very good. I mean, plusing a Planeswalker to make two or three 1/1s is pretty insane. So, shock in the land. Shock in the land. Shock in the land. So, I mean, ideally we draw land, but we can go second Vial, Vial and Hierarch. Get that Sanctifier on, get Champion in. Reflector Mage is fine too. His hand's pretty good. Second Vial, obviously we bottom one. It's not super great, but... Remember, folks, I'll be at Command Fest Orlando in July. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cool Stuff's putting it on. And went to a Command Fest put on by Cool Stuff a few months ago, and it was awesome. It was a great time. Super awesome trip. Nice and casual, relaxing. It was really, really fun. And we're doing it again, which is awesome. Whole family's coming down. It should be really, really cool. New guest this time. Professor from Thalia Community College will be there. Love Prof. Prof's great. I got to hang out with him when I did his show. Hex Parasite. Oh no! They're going to hit my Vial? You wouldn't dare. So Vial goes up to 1. We draw a land. Alright, so if I activate the Vial in response, they can remove the counter, and I can't put anything in play, which is kind of humorous. Play this on human. Maybe we play second Vial Champion of the Parish, and then just say go. And then we'll just, like, see if they use it or not. I could also just jam a Sanctifier and just, like, really cut off some graveyard stuff, but let's just play our Vials. Play Vial, play Hierarch, say go. I'm sorry, play Champion, say go. Pretty hard to keep 2 Vials under control with a single Hex Parasite on turn 2, you know? See if they go for to remove the counter or not. They will not. Okay. So, once again, if I activate this, they can remove the counter response, but, I mean, we're going to do it anyway. It's free to tap it, so... Here's a Forest. They want to leave up their mana to do that, so be it. Hex Parasite. Drawn by power. Fueled by conquest. Alright, so here comes Citrus Supplier. You got it, friend. 18 life. Taking a beating over here. They milled the Shadow Spear too, so now their Ursa Sagas are a little worse. I don't have access to that one, which is kind of cool. Just nothing. Alright, so I guess they're going to use their Hex Parasite. They got me. They got me good. Here you go. Pay 2 mana, remove the counter from my Vial. You got me. Alright, so put in a 0-drop. Yep. And then untap. And both files go to 1. They can't stop both of them. Yes. Yes. Tap and draw a Canopy. Alright. So, I guess we're just going to Sanctifier en-Vec. Start eating that graveyard. Pro Black Creature. Pump that up. And then I guess we'll Vial. Just like see if they want to use the Parasite. I imagine they wouldn't. So I'm going to pay a life for the Canopy. Yeah, obviously have a second Vial. So like it's not exactly a, you know. Alright, so let's attack for 4. Just pass the old turn ski. There's a block with Hex Parasite. Alright. I'm officially completely unsure what's going on. So, this has been a very, very bizarre match. Land 4. Do they have, like, Damnation or something? Like... Culling Ritual. Oh my god. Alright. That's insane. Destroys all things mana value 2 or less. Okay, that's all my stuff. They get 5 mana also. I mean, they better win this game. Because if I mulligan into a 10 for 1 Culling Ritual. Oh, they have the Hex Mage and the thing too. Oh my god, they're doing it. Oh no, just a Skitterfang. Okay. That's it. That's all they have. They're out of cards. They have 0 cards in hand. They have a Hex Mage and a Skitterfang. Sure. So we get to untap and just try and draw some stuff. We draw a General, which is kind of cool. We're at 18, they're at 17. I think we Reflector Mage. Just bounce like the Skitterfang probably. We bouncing this Hex Mage doesn't do anything. It's like if I draw the battle, they can get another Hex Mage anyway. So Let's just do that. Alright, so here's Reflector Mage. Trax is Skitterfang. I'm just missing the I'm missing the joke here. I don't know. I don't really get it. Maybe there's some really funny punchline that I'm missing, but so next turn, Regeneral, exile a create card, attack for 3. Culling Ritual. That is a card. That is definitely a magic card. Yeah, come here, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Are you serious? Just no cards in hand. And obviously, I just use my Reflector Mage too. Alright, sure. They get Fiend Artisan. And they can Hex Mage the battle and get an 8/8. Yeah. Okay. I mean, just an 8/8. 4 mana for an 8/8 is like about the bar in Modern, right? Yes, this thing. Sure. And zap and draw a Noble Hierarch. Alright, so here's our General. And exile Skitterfang or whatever. I guess Parasite's better. Just say go. They make an 8/8. We're on a 2-turn clock. I mean, I have 3 other Reflector Mages, and I can also use the General to sacrifice 2 things to kill the 8/8. So I think we're like kind of okay here. You just play Hierarch, sack Hierarch, Reflector Mage, and kill it. That's pretty good. Not a card you want to play a million of, but definitely a really good like 1 or 2 of. Just like, you know, does a lot of good things. Definitely diminishing returns. You don't want to draw 2 of them, obviously, but alright, so they're gonna cast their Apex. It's an 8/8 reach. And their non-humans can attack and deal damage. They may just assign the damage to me, so if they attack with this Fiend Artisan and I block, they can have it deal 3 to me. So like sort of pseudo unblockable, but obviously you can block and kill it too. It's hard to block Fiend Artisan here. They can put the 3 damage to me, but this would also still just die. It's still in combat. I mean, definitely not sure if the juice is worth the squeeze here. Here's a Skitterfang. So they're going to give it like lifelink or something. Alright. Lifelink 8/8. They did the trick. So we take 8. And we go to 8. They go to 24. They have 1 card in their hand. Untap. We draw a General that exiles the graveyard. Cute. Alright, so we're just going to play a Hierarch. And then we'll exile the Hex Mage. And then just move to combat, attack with the Reflector Mage, and then kill his 8/8. Got a ways to go here. That Culling Ritual was absolutely disgusting, but we're still playing. I guess I can like... This is sorcery speed, never mind. Grist. The Hunger Tide. Make an insect. Hit a Dryad Arbor. Okay. Probably should give the Fiend Artisan flying and attack with that. Because obviously I'm going to kill this. We're about to hit their graveyard for the maximum amount, so... Our strength lies not in our walls, but in our people. Alright. I believe that's the correct choice. It's power 4 Raider can kill. Gonna give it lifelink. This is damn peculiar. Alright, so we just block with the Hierarch and then kill it. So, alright, if you say so. I think that's not the best choice, but sure. So sack these two, kill this. This is already blocked and not going to gain any life because I sacked the creature, so we stay at 7, which is good for us. If we were at 4, I'd be a lot more scared. Still, like, probably a dog in this game for sure, but we draw Thalia. Just general here, I guess. And we can attack Grist. Would I trade my general for these two? Actually, I guess I would trade the bodyguard. So that would shrink these. I should attack first. Or if this dies, then this will grow. Yeah, that's probably sloppy. This is also at 4, so if I attack it, they can still keep it around. That's pretty crappy. Skitterfang has one more shot on it. I'll just say go. This is General Graveyard Eating Duo. Play a land. You may sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target creature planeswalker. Okay. So they sacrifice the insect to try and kill the general. So we'll sack this thing. And now they can't really attack. They can get flying, I guess, but... They can Fiend Artisan away their Skitterfang here. Probably give it flying and attack first. Cracked Peterland, sure. Fiend Artisan number 2. Nothing. Alright. I mean, trying to make some moves here, but let's attack Grist. They want to trade Skitterfang and Artisan for Grist. I mean, for this thing, I think I'm fine with that. Now I just go Champion Thalia. They're going to chump block. Sure. Down to 6. They play a land. They have 1 card in hand. They mill over another culling ritual. So gotta watch out for that card, obviously. Okay. They're doing the whole invasion thing again. Make an 8/8. Sure. No. They're getting a Stitcher Supplier. Trying to mill 3 creatures here and get a little lucky and be able to attack. They mill over Urza Saga, Boseiju, Verdant Catacombs. Swing and a miss on the old Fiend Artisan plan. Fetch a Forest. Sack the Supplier. Search for a creature mana value 0 or less. They mill over another Artisan. So now they've got a 3/3 Fiend Artisan into my 3 power First Striker. Yeah, that turn didn't go so well for them. If they're only playing 1 Hex Mage, maybe? You draw a Mantis Rider? Let's guess. Alright, sure. So, white, blue, red. And we get to exile an Artisan. We get to put it in attack and kill this Grist, too. Grist will grow the Artisans, but we definitely need blockers here, too. We're at 5. 4/4 blocker, 3/2 First Striker. Interesting question, would I trade General for Artisan and Insect? I think I would. I ain't blocking with it, so. I guess the Mantis Rider's on defense too, which is nice. Alright, so kill Grist, deal 4, your turn, 4 blockers. Sorry, 3 blockers. Invasion of Ikoria is just hanging out. Here's an Urza Saga. I mean, they only have 1 Hex Mage, maybe? Like, that's a little weird. They're gonna crank up Fiend Artisan here for a whole bunch. Oh boy. So they're gonna get a 3-drop. Could have got more. Ah, sure, Grist. And plus the Grist and hit a Breeding Pool. Okay. I feel like our opponent's doing a whole lot of nothing. You know, like, just kind of, like, they're taking a bunch of game actions, but get another supplier, sack a supplier, hit a Goif and a Mite. Their things are growing. Reflector Mage, are we dead? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 14 damage here. Alright. Sure. Cast Reflector Mage. Bounce one of these thingers. We're too short of killing them with the supplier, right? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or 1 short, actually. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we're 1 short of killing them. That's gross. Alright, so yeah, we'll bounce this. And combat. Definitely killing Grist. And then we'll have 2 blockers back. We attack with everything. Attack them. Attack them. They have the Saga working, but yeah, I think we're fine. Alright, so goodbye Grist. They can start activating the Saga, which whatever. They get to mill some cards here, so like hopefully nothing crazy. They mill over another Lurgoyf and another Battle. So they have a 7/7. I mean, the Shadow Spear's gone. It's in the exile zone, which is nice. We have 2 blockers here. Here's a Goif milling some cards. Now they have a 9/9 and an 8/9. Those are pretty big. We do have this general still that can sack and kill things. Sacrifice. It can sacrifice itself too. It's a good general. Getting out there in the battlefield, not afraid to get his hands dirty. Don't have those generals that just sit in the background and don't do anything, you know. He'll sacrifice himself for the greater good if he has to. He'll die with his men with honor. He'll say, perhaps today is a good day to die. I was just going to say a 1-drop would be ideal. Okay, so they have this thing going off too, but we're probably just going to Mantis Rider them, honestly. Let's play Hierarch. Rider kills them in 2 turns. And we just have the ability to sack and kill a big thing. I'll probably want to kill their Artisan too, actually. before they can use it. So we'll attack for 5 in the air. And I might actually want to keep the Hierarch around. It's kind of tough because, like, do I want to let them have this or not? I don't know if it matters. Like, honestly, I think just let them do their thing. I guess they have, like, a second Shadow Spear or something or whatever. We'll just say go. Maybe they could have, like, a Pithy Needle or something like that, but that would be ridiculous. But we can block if we have to, and they're still dead in the air, so... With the Shadow Spear being gone, I think that's actually pretty important. Shadow Spear would be pretty insane here, so... That's a pretty relevant thing to be aware of. So, not making another construct. They're going to go search. Get a Haywire Might. That does change the clock, I guess. And they're going to Fiend Artisan. Hopefully we don't regret not killing this. But I mean, like, they've already activated it like 4 times already, so like, what are we even scared of at this point? I guess I can get a Grist and kill my Mantis Rider. That's a thing. But I guess I just sacrifice it in response then, and I kill the Ouphe, and they're just dead, so... Get a Skitterfang. Okay. Go on. They have 14 cards in their deck. It's so funny. Okay. They're going to give it lifelink. Okay. So we're going to block with the Hierarch and the Thalia and sack both to kill the Fiend Artisan. Alright. So, still a 2-turn clock. Still have General to kill the Ouphe if we need to. Still have Mantis Rider chipping away. Still got some blockers. Post-combat. Alright, sure. So they still have 2 really large creatures. Another Thalia. Alright, I mean, we're really cutting it close here. I mean, this is game 2. If they win this game, they still gotta win game 3 with 6 minutes left or whatever, so... Our Magic Online opponents tend to not be particularly fast. Another Haywire Might? Is that the 4th Might? Alright. Remember like 19 turns ago when we got Culling Ritualed? That was gross. Skitterfang onto the Fiend Artisan, yeah. Lifelink. Alright, well, we'll just sack and block and kill it. Mantis Rider's not lethal because they have the 2 life from this thing, so we might still lose this game, honestly. I guess I should keep General Mantis Rider. So block with these 2. Sack bolt these to kill this. I guess we'll, like, in case they have some sort of trick, do this. Three to 3. Do have 1 counter left on Skitterfang, so that is still flying or lifelink available. Best draw here, probably a 1-drop. Lieutenant. Yeah, they're gonna gain 10 life. We can't stop them without. Actually, they have to kill their own. Actually, it can kill itself. So. Oh, I'm sorry. That's lethal. I apologize. I miscounted. I was counting this as a 3. It's actually lethal. That was actually the nut draw. Like there's so, my bad. That's the last point of damage we needed. So we were actually drawing to this or Coppercoat or Noble Hierarch. I wasn't counting the buff from the general, so it's actually 5 power now. That was only 4. Cool. All right, sweet. So, yeah, I mean, definitely an interesting little brew from our opponent, but we'll take it. Ooh, boy, that's a hand. It's keepable, though. Opponent's in the play. Both keeping 7. No companion for our opponent. We have Noble into Noble Champion. If they have a freaking Ren and 6, I swear to God. Both Ren and 6 and Ragavan are just such disgusting play draw cards. All right, Hierarch first. And by that I mean that their spread of how good they are on the play versus the draw is just so freaking wide. Oh God, they're gonna Ren and 6 me. Oh God, like we win the die roll here. We don't care about Ren at all. On the draw, it's just unbeatably devastating. All right, I guess. No, nothing? Wow. Do you believe in miracles? Upkeep. Yeah, fire ice, perhaps? What's the thought process here? Nope, we draw Mantis Rider. So yeah, we're gonna go champion into Noble Hierarch. Just pray they don't have Fury, I guess. Just, you know, we dodged one Modern Horizon card. Now we gotta dodge the next Modern Horizon card. Play champion. Play Hierarch. Say go. This would be a pretty good Fury. Exactly 4 toughness, only 1 land. They had fire. Okay, so wow, that was pretty gutsy, honestly. They had the fire and they decided not to use it on my Noble Hierarch. If I had just gone like land Mantis Rider, like that would have been a lot better, obviously. But it worked out for them. They got paid off. This is probably a Rhinos deck. I mean, Reflector Mage is not too bad against Rhinos. Unfortunately, obviously missing the land drop there is pretty terrible for us, but at least have some respect, though. Get the Apocalypse Fire Ices. So they're going to play Dead Gone and not play a land. I mean, not play a Cascade card. We draw a land, which is nice. We're going to play a Thalia. Proper, not Lieutenant. So they have a pretty nasty start so far as killing all of our stuff. We missed some land drops, but you know, we draw a land next turn. I'm feeling kind of good. Mantis Rider, attack for a bunch. Maybe they're playing the new Nissa. Bloodbraid Elf too, maybe. Or Shardless. Alright, so they get to play their Rhino thingy. Let's see what their deck's got in store for us. Fury, Bone Crusher, Brazen Borrower, Force Negation, Pyromancer, just all the usual stuff. Nothing too crazy here. Land. We need a land here pretty bad. There it is. Alright, so name Human. So we eat half the Rhino here. They have 3 cards in hand. Definitely a matchup would have preferred to have Aether Vial over Noble Hierarch, but them's the breaks. We're also at hardcast Fury range too, so wow. What do you got? I guess fire would kill both of these, but whatever. Honestly, I think it's fine. Sure. Honestly, like, not that bad. So, down to only a single Rhino, 3 cards in hand. We Reflector Mage this Rhino, and just keep doing our thing, you know? 3 cards in hand. Hopefully they're all force negations. Ideally draw. We get our Mantis Rider online and get Lieutenant going. That'd be kind of good too. They have 3 spells in their hand though, which is not ideal. Doing it again. Alright, well, we'll just Reflector Mage again. This time revealing some lands. Untap and draw a Mantis Rider. No, just got a Reflector Mage again. Should got an Aether Vial in play. Alright, eat one of those, so go. Stomp, Borrower, and Dead Gun all deal 2, so you can pretty safely double block a Rhino if they attack. Brazen Borrower is not a card that punishes us, and obviously we can recast the things, that's fine. And then we got a Rider coming down. Please don't hardcast Fury. Crap. Okay. Even Violent Outbursts can do it here. What do you got? They had the Brazen Borrower, sure. They can't even guess it though, so go to 7. Alright. Cool. No more pain from our lands. How about we cast it again? I mean, considering how heinously this game started, this hasn't gone very bad for us. Like, we literally missed our second land drop and got obliterated by a Fire Ice. And we're still, reasonably in this game. Playing End-Step Endurance, not ideal. So we're effectively at 4. Yeah, we're probably still dead, but, we definitely in the game, for sure. Which is nice. Take 3, go to 4. They have double blue for this thing. I have a Mantis Rider to block it, I guess. If we draw a land here, it's pretty good. Esper Sentinel. That's not as good. White, blue, red. Mantis Rider. I mean, I'm going to block if they attack anyway, so I might as well attack. I guess if they have a second Endurance, that would be terrible. Probably can't beat that anyway, though. Yeah, we can't, so. Sure. So we play this Sentinel. And we chump block. And then I guess hopefully we just draw land. We can go Lieutenant and Mantis Rider the same turn. Down to 3. We've taken about 6 damage from Horizon Canopy, unfortunately, too. But 2 cards left. They have Beseiju. Alright, sure. Alright, so. God, what a terrible attack. Okay, sure. Obviously, attack with the 2-2 also, because I have to block the 3-2. Just a forced block, but sure. I'll take my free 2 life. Might give us a chance this game. Because now I can cast Mantis Rider and Lieutenant. So you're telling me there's a chance. So now I have a 4-4, which is pretty well sized on this board. Attack for 4. Yeah, critical error last turn. Not setting in the 2-2. I'd be at 1 and in a much worse position. Probably still gonna lose, but I don't know. They're 10. You know, they can miss for a turn. We can draw a. All right. So they're attacking with the Star Wars agent. They're basically saying they have, I guess, Bone Crusher Giant, or is dead gone. They could have bounced the Mantis Rider. Fire Eyes could have tapped the Mantis Rider. So it's got to be Bone Crusher Giant, really. I'm gonna block. If I block with the Mantis Rider, we trade off. They just kill it and play Bone Crusher. We're super dead, so. Draw some heaters this turn, hopefully. There it is. There's the read. Would have been dead if they attacked the prior turn. Again, probably still dead here, but. Cavern of Souls? Yep, I think that kills us. Coppercoat Vanguard. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll screw up. I shouldn't have the white. That was dumb. It's like it'll like. I don't even know. At least it's a spell, possibly, but. We're gonna hold a card in our hands. They don't kill us. Hopefully, they're definitely just going to, so it doesn't matter. But. All right, so yeah, kind of rough game. We were in it though. Even with the terrible start, and now I get to bring in some cool ones. Get to bring in Drannith Magistrate and Sanctum Prelate, both pretty awesome cards. Both stop the Rhinos from happening, which is pretty cool. And we're gonna cut. Are we General? The Dauntless General's not great either. I mean, we want Sentinels. Maybe we should have like a Hierarch or two, because Fire Ice is pretty nasty. And Fury also. We should have a Knight-Errant also. They're killing our stuff pretty aggressively. Let's try this. Knight-Errant is fine, our goodies, but I don't know, I'm not sure, honestly. Trying to hedge against Fury is pretty tough. Here, on the play. Alright, mulligan. Oh no. This hand's so bad. We can't ever keep this hand. This hand's just atrocious. It is no good 1-drop and then no good 2-drop. So our Knight-Errant just like almost blanks. We have nothing to do with it. I could bottom this obviously, but like turn 1 Island, turn 2 Canopy, Thalia's Lieutenant is pretty terrible. Can I afford to go to 5 though? Oh my god, you're killing me here. I guess I keep. Alright, goodbye Knight-Errant of Eos. Hello, turn 1 Island, go. My humans deck. Just disgusting. Just not what you want to see. I wouldn't fault anybody for mulling this hand. Forest, suspend, powerful. Alright. Silver lining, I suppose. No extra damage. Here's a Lieutenant. Say go. Next turn we can Mantis Rider, I guess, and get in for 5. Then they can't Fury both my creatures. Just a bit of a bonus. Rider's pretty good here, actually, because almost all our things deal 2 damage, so... Where you been, friend? You're not showing up at the right times. I mean... Yeah, let's just let it ride, I guess. Get it? Get the joke. Let it ride. We get Mystical Speed here, but pretty sad. Nope. Stomping Ground. Can I kill this in response, I guess? Like fire 1 and 1. Hoping I'll play a smaller creature. Okay. So, Mantis Rider, start doing your thing, friend. Again, it's not the easiest thing for them to remove. And we have ways to pump it around endurance and stuff like that, too, so... Cracking the fetchy. They have a Shardless here, sure. So we just mage one of them. Let's see what they brought anything good in. They got Furies, Endurance. What are those? Look at those. So Pyromancer, Fury, Endurance. They added a Prismari command. Oh, Blood Moon's kind of nasty. All right, and we draw a Champion Parish. All right. Reflector Mage, stack for 3. They Blood Moon me. It's like kind of sad, but they're at 13. We're like kind of getting through here. Sucky thing is if they attack with both next turn, and I like block and they Fury me. It's pretty bad, but it's kind of hard not to block because I can just Fury anyway. I don't know. That's a tough question to answer. All right. So if I block with the Reflector Mage, we get blown out by some stuff. Also, they get a Violent Outburst, which would just do the job also. I'm just not going to block. We have the Lieutenant next turn, so... What do you got, friend? Suspend another Rhino. Alright. That could have been worse. Sentinel. Alright, well, we're just going in. Here's Champion. There's Lieutenant. Pump them up. At least try to. Petty Theft, the Mantis Rider. Man. Still attack. These rounds coming off next turn? I think they are. I think we're dead. This thing blocks too, so yeah. Yeah. Pretty bad hands, unfortunately. Like, turn 1 Vial or Sentinel. Been super nice. 4, 2, have to block here, take 4. Yeah, it's pretty tough to find a dub here, I think. No attacks at all? Damn, that's passive. Alright. Mantis Rider's not big enough. Just Vanguard Sentinel, I guess? Like, play Mantis Rider, we can't attack into this anyway. Oh, they can't, actually, they don't double blue yet. Wow. Alright. They could have the 3/4 also, though. Why wouldn't they attack, though? It's just so passive. I'm going to play 2 things. So this grows our stuff like... Our blocks still aren't great, but... So now I have a 6/5. I can block all of the rhinos effectively. They have endurance. Alright, just calling all the shots. Nice no attack, Jim. Very smart. Probably still dead. Not the funnest match when you call every shot every game and just still lose, but like opponent's playing hand face up, tired match, just still can't win. our hands were very, very bad in both these games. I mean, I guess game one, our hand was, yeah, I mean, I guess it was pretty bad, but. So they attack here. We get to eat some rhinos, make some trades that aren't necessarily great for us, but still have 3 cards in their hand, though. They have more rhinos coming, too. Now they want to attack. Sure. All right. Probably this. Take 5. Honestly, if they have anything, we're in trouble, but, like, what am I going to do? You know, so these blocks are pretty good. They can kill this. It's pretty bad, too. It's actually a massacre if they kill this, but I can't afford to play around much here, so. All right, what do you got? All right. Word 4. And our opponent concedes. Pretty sure they could have won that game. All right, we'll go to game 3. That game seemed like it was 100% their game to win. But sure. All right, so now we're on the draw. So our Hierarch's even worse than the draw now. Thalia, Lieutenant, General, Magistrate. Having General to protect the Magistrate and Prelate's kind of cool. I think the Vanguard doesn't line up very well here, honestly. It's good against Fury, but it's bad against all. They have so many 2 damage effects. I'm going to shave a Hierarch. So we'll have, I think 13 1-drops is good enough for having a 1-drop on turn 1, hopefully. Getting a free game here. It's a bonus game. Because I probably should not be in game 3 here. Hand's good, though. We'll take it. Turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Magistrate. Card lines up well in the 3rd toughness. Keep this. Opponent keeps 7 also. Gonna Rhino me again. Alright, you got it. Okay. Human. Aether Vial, yeah. Opponent can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. I don't like when hate bears are one-sided. It should be both ways. Alright, so they gonna ice me? Gonna put me on ice? Damn, that's rude. Cold-blooded. Another champion. Alright, so we're gonna play. Do I want to get my Sentinel going? There's a cost, you know, of not playing the champion first. I think I want to do it, though. Next turn we have champion, and then instant speed Magistrate if I try and Cascade. Obviously, if they Cascade now, then they got me, I guess, but ice, so nasty. God, how good is Fire Ice in these decks, right? Just like cheats the rules on 2-mana spells. Tapping a land is so good. Killing things is so good. Fire is just great. Alright. Well, here you go, friend. Do your thing. Make some rhinos. It'll be annoying, but I'll also find the Reflector Mages to kind of mount them up. We actually have Vials now, too, so we can actually, like, multiple spell a turn as well, so. Alright, shotgun the land. Play your thing. They're going to Blood Moon me, but I have double Aether Vial. Okay. Sure. They also cut themselves off blue. Sure. Alright, we're going to go up, up. And Esper Sentinel. here because I kind of want to get the champions going. But having a second Sentinel in play is kind of nice too because we need to draw more stuff. Can't Sentinel response to their spell. Put this in, put this in. That's kind of tough, honestly. He's going to stay on 1 and 2 for next turn. You need to have us on 2 for this, I think. Yeah. Tough call. Deploy Sentinel, try and draw more cards. I guess that's bad against like a fire. Yeah, I'll just say go. So we have end step, champion, magistrate, or in response to a cascade spell, which they like possibly can't even cast. Okay. Untap. Vials stay on 1 and 2. Seachrome Coast. I mean, they can't play anything. They can't Violent Outburst. They can't Endurance. That was the wrong one, actually. I meant to click that one, but whatever. It's fine. Might be better. Might be worse. I'm not even sure. But meant to put the champion in play. I just misclicked, but whatever. I think we're in pretty good shape here. This Blood Moon is kind of screwing them as bad. It's more screwing them more than screwing us, honestly. So they can't remove this Magistrate. This thing can't be cast either. Yeah, it's all looking pretty good here. Can't cast that one. Sorry. Well, I drew the blue. So now they have blue, red. So they have all their colors now, obviously. Let's try and see if they want to respond to that. Nope. Okay. I'm going to stay on 1 and 2. We could go, like, put it in and then go up to 2 and 3, but no reason to do that yet. Jesus. Alright, sure. Now they still can't cast any flash creatures as far as I know, so it's jam. Alright, I mean, there you go. I shouldn't have 6 because they could maybe draw cards off these in Vial. You're 2. I guess they go. End step Brazen Borrower, my Magistrate or something? I have the Vial on 2, so doesn't really work either. I have to like Brazen Borrower it, and then when I go to Vial back in, then cast Violent Outburst. End step Gone, trying to bounce my Champion of the Parish 4/4. Strange. Okay, it's bounced. I mean, still have lethal in play. Could have done that, obviously, on in the combat step and be at 6. Petty theft targeting Magistrate. That's a good one too. 3 Blood Moon, actually. All right, you've bounced my Magistrate. Tapping your blue and your green. And you're dead. All right. Very, very odd match. A very, very odd match. All right, so on the play, and hand is honestly not great, but it's fine. They have a Hierarch, Canopy land. You know, they play a 1-drop. Reflector Mage on turn 2 is pretty cool. You know, it's all right. Not great, but I think without the Canopy land, I would maybe consider mulliganing. With it's fine. Grove of the Burn Willows. The Ozolith. Alright, so this is a Hardened Scales deck. Is this good or bad for us? I don't know, honestly. Alright, let's play the Coast, play General. And obviously our Reflector Mage can be pretty good here, hopefully. So whenever a creature leaves the battlefield. Oh, wow, it's leaves, not dies. So if I bounce with the Reflector Mage, that's nasty. Don't really have any good answers to artifacts and enchantments on our sideboard, honestly. Collector Ouphe is it's fine, but doesn't really do a lot. And the Glimmer Wasp. If I bounce this, I get to put the counters in this. That's gross. Alright, we draw another land. Not cool. Do I bother Reflector Maging this? I kind of think I don't, honestly. Yeah, we'll just play a land. Why don't we play Canopy and crack it? And then probably just play Thalia's Tenant and attack. Let's see what we draw. Jirina Dauntless General. ETB's Exile Graveyard and sack to give Indestructible and Hexproof. I guess I'd rather play that than Lieutenant, because I want to play more stuff with Lieutenant, so let's just act for 4. Play the General. We've got too many Generals here, you know? Too many chiefs in there, chefs in the kitchen. Let's play this. I'll nuke your graveyard twice over. These are both one-ofs, obviously drawing both. It's a little weird. There's the reason they're both one-ofs is because they're kind of a diminishing returns. Don't want to draw that many of them, but, it works. Here's Urza's Saga on 2. We have Lieutenant or Reflector Mage next turn. Here's the Hardened Scales. Okay. And here is an Arcbound Ravager. And that's a little scary. Untap and draw Mantis Rider. It's not flying yet. I like Mantis Rider here a lot, actually. The next turn, you can do Reflector Mage and Lieutenant. So let's go Human. We'll just jam with the Rider by itself with the because they can sack stuff, and the Ravager can be pretty huge with the Hardened Scales. So just gonna jam in the air for 5, just a good little bop. And then next turn we can Reflector Mage and Thalia's Tenant and try and set up for a nice big attack. The fear, of course, next turn is Walking Ballista, but what are we gonna do? This matchup is probably predicated entirely on Walking Ballista. Just do they have it or they don't? If they do, we're probably in big trouble. If they don't, probably fine. Alright, well, here goes the Urza's Saga. I honestly don't know what they're getting. I guess, Shadow Spear is pretty good here. Won't be too hard to make this Ravager really, really big. Yeah, alright. I guess the good news is that if they go big on the Shadow Spear, we get to just Reflector Mage them, but then all those counters go on the Ozolith. Ancient Stirrings. Remember, folks, if it's first time, hit that follow button here on the Cool Stuff YouTube channel. There's a Ballista. Crap. Of course, check out the article on CoolStuffInc.com proper. Do a little shopping. Use promo code JIM5 for 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. As always, cast Ballista here. It's going to be a 2/2. It's going to be basically an infinite. I think we're probably dead, honestly. Still have mana floating, too. And they can't Shadow Spear and Ballista. Yeah, that's a Ballista. Alright, so comes in with 2 counters. If they were just to sack their entire board and Ravager modular to it, it's also beginning combat. This thing can be I don't even know how big. It could be like a 20/20 or something, honestly. Like, they sack modular is 6, 7, 8, and sack the Ravager, puts 8 counters on Ozolith, then those counters go on the Jar. Yeah, I think I might even just be dead, I feel like, honestly. Between the Ozolith and the Ravager. That's 4, that's 6, 8, 9, 10, 10 to the Ozolith, or 11 to the Ozolith, and 12, I don't even know. Alright, so all these counters are going here too. 6, 8. Yeah. Newsflash. Ravager's still pretty good. So sack this. Yeah, pretty sure I'm just dead. So 11 counters on the Ozolith, and then 13 counters here. And they just turn 4 combo killed us. That's disgusting. Alright, I guess we're dead. Humans who control hexproof, not me. 25 Walking Ballista. Turn 4. And we're at 24 also. That's so gross. We gain life off the burn blows and stuff. That's so funny. They have exactly enough to kill us. Alright, yeah, you got me. That's cool, I guess. We don't got much here, honestly. I guess, like, Ouphe turning off Ravager Ballista is pretty huge, which is good, I guess. But, let's bring those in. And, Magistrate, Prelate, don't do much. General can kill bigger things. Get rid of this General, though. I guess this General's not really necessary. And shave at Knight-Errant. It's a pretty fast matchup, so... Haven't played many grindy matchups. A lot of very linear decks so far, so... Let's try this. The Ouphe. The Ouphe. Not a human, so we got to be aware of our lands, obviously. And no Ancient Ziggurat this time around. The old human deck used to play Ziggurat, but it got replaced by Courtyard. So we have 4 Canopies, 4 Hierarchs, Vials for Ouphe. And we can also name Ouphe if we really have to. Sure. This is fine. Solid, if unexciting hand. Put him mulligan 6. In the old Tankaroni. Don't forget the March to the Machine Aftermath set has come out recently. I did my 5 new brews for it last week. So that article on CoolStuffInc.com was from Friday. Definitely check that one out. It's also on my own personal YouTube, 5 new brews. It's actually really fun, actually. The Aftermath set's very bizarre. Very strange release. But they're extra fun, which is good. So here's the Wasp. I mean, we could Reflector Mage it, I guess. We didn't do it last time. Oh, there's the Ouphe. Oh, wow, what a draw. I'm actually waiting the Ouphe, though. I'm going to Ouphe on turn 3. So let's go Plains, Reflector Mage. The next turn will be Lieutenant Ouphe. It's obviously not the best Reflector Mage of all time, but I think we kind of want to just, like, get things off the board before the Ozolith and friends come along. Alright. Green. They have the other Ozolith. The Shattered Spires. This is good for us because their hand's pretty slow. So that was a great draw also. So we're going to say human. We're going to go the old Ouphe. Then we're going to go Lieutenant. And attack for 4. Fire up a Knight-Errant next turn also. It's kind of cool. We can even go Reflector Mage and Knight. Take a turn off and pump things up. 2 mana for green again. Hardened Scales. Okay. And a Ravager that has no abilities. Excellent. So I think we're good here. Honestly, yeah. Ouphe's looking pretty good. We're going to untap Reflector Mage. And bounce the Ravager. And then we're just going to Knight-Errant, I think. We can attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attack for 8 here. But I think we just kill them next turn, honestly. This puts so much more power in play and makes our next turn like really, really nasty, so... Oh shit, I tap for mana, not for Convoke. Whatever. It's not 5 drops in my deck, so... Do this, look at the cards... And I have double, double Lieutenant, which is pretty good, so... I think we're good to go here. So they got that sneaky Wrath of God in their, mostly colorless green deck. Ouphe, getting it done. He steals power from treasure after treasure. And what does it do for the Ouphe? Nothing. Add a mana. Go get a Ozolith. So they have Ozolith and Ozolith. Flavor fail. It's Gamora from 2023 and Gamora from 2018 or whatever. Why is Gamora? Here's the Wasp. It's a 3/3. Can't play Ravager. Can't activate this. Yes, I think we're good here. Reflector Mage. They have Nexus too. Double Lieutenant or Reflector Mage? I think it's Double Lieutenant. Alright, so pump them all up. Attack with all the humans. The Ouphe's gonna stay home. To attack for a very, very large amount. Block the biggest creature. And just die. Okay, sure. Could have fired up a Nexus. Can activate Nexus. It's not an artifact. Alright, game 3. Good job, Ouphe. Well done. Let's run that back. Oh, it provides non-creature spells? Holy crap. Oh, I didn't realize that. Alright, Jegantha. Yeah, not a very exciting hand. Opponent keeps 7. We have like a 1-drop, but we have 3/3 drops, no third land, no acceleration, no good 2-drop, no Ouphe, no Thalia. We're gonna mulligan. Mulligan into 2 lands. Alright, mulligan into like a fine, if unexciting hand with no real good stuff, but if they have a good draw here, they're gonna Raffle Stomp us probably, but here's the Wasps. No Hardened Scales, that's good. Alright, Human, Hierarch. Probably looking at Mantis Rider on 2, Lieutenant Vanguard on 3. Or is this Sega? You have an Ozolith, I guess. No, Automaton? Alright. Definitely a slow hand. This is cool for us. Champion. That's not bad either. Alright, so name human. I think we're just Mantis Rider here, right? Just get it in. Alright. I mean, definitely want to draw a land. Obviously the mulligan, how we had to bottom a land, just kind of is what it is. But we have Lieutenant, Vanguard, Champion. I guess Champion into Lieutenant's not like the worst, but alright. This is the best. This is the turn, I feel like. This turn better not be bad for us. Like Hardened Scales Ravagers, I think would be pretty nasty. Looking like an Ozolith. Okay. Welding Jar. It's pretty good. Once I get the Vanguards down, the Ballista's not that scary anymore. I might actually want to even do double Vanguard if we draw a land. Double Vanguard, get the ward on for Ballista, and then just to try and kill him next turn with the Champion Lieutenant. This game's flying with white mana, so Mantis Rider currently unassailable. Hangerback Walker for 0. Just want 2 counters on the Patchwork Automaton. Damn, that's aggressive. They have 1 card left. They're going for Shadow Spear next turn. That's their plan. Alright, sure. And they want a modular too. So we get 2 more counters on this. Block, 2 more counters. Next turn, Shadow Spear, attack with a huge creature. Yeah, I think this is fun. Alright, so... Vanguard flooded. Alright, we're going to Vanguard and Champion, I think. I think having the ward is nice for potential Ballista. They're going to kill us in 2 turns with the Automaton, which kind of sucks, but... I think it's Ward 2, so we can't Reflector Mage it. Yeah. Alright. Attack for 5. Shadow Spear is really good. Urza Saga is really good. Like, just a silly good card. Definitely don't love that there's no like way to destroy an artifact or enchantment in our sideboard. Float the mana, get the thingy. Doesn't pump the Automaton because I didn't cast it. So, with no other things to cast here. And they could just, like, activate the Ozolith, potentially. This is huge. They have a jar to protect it, too, if we try and block it. Kind of looks like 2 ships passing in the night here. Seven lifelink. Okay, they can't make it any bigger. That's kind of good, I guess. Tag a both. Is that a both? Wow. Alright, so no blocks. This is going to make us bigger anyway. Just take the 8 here. Or 9 if they want it. They don't want it. Play Stirrings. I feel like you probably should play that first, right? What if they another Welding Jar? This 2 plus 2 damage. And gain 2 life. There's a chance we kill them here, honestly, from 18. Lieutenant and Vanguard's adding a good amount of power to the board. I haven't done any math yet, but... Inkmoth Nexus, sure. Play Inkmoth Nexus. Alright. Land? Reflector Mage. No, it's got ward. So if they're dead or we're dead. Yeah, we're dead, I think. Lieutenant is plus 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's only 15 damage. We're 3 short. Yeah, if I draw a land, they were dead here. But yeah, Reflector Mage, Ward 2 is too much. They have this thing is going to be like, at minimum 9 power. Plus they have this thing going too, so I think we're dead. Ward frickin' 2. Plus. Yeah, we need a land. Them's the breaks. It's possible that I can block. Yeah, we had 15. Alright. All in Automaton. Looks good enough. We block it with a bunch of stuff. And they jar. Probably still dead, but we'll see what they do. Uh-oh. Well, we were dead before. We're definitely dead now. This thing can be like at 2020 or something. Yeah, sack the modular thing. Modular to there. It's 2 more counters. Activate the Ozolith. Sack the Ozolith. Sack the jar. Sack the whatever. Oh, they got another Ozolith too? Oh my god, we're so dead. So many Ozoliths. Let them do their thing. Let them enjoy their time. It's 11. That was a mistake, right? Should put the counters on the Ravager so that you get an extra counter from the Ravager and then more counters to the Ozolith and more counters to the Automaton. I think they missed it. I think they missed the counter there, folks. For all you folks counting at home. They're just going to do it anyway. All right, sure. So 9, 18, 27, 28. Sorry. Carry the 1. I think that's good enough. All right. Yeah, I guess you got me. All right. So, yeah, I mean, whichever land the turn we won. Unfortunately, we didn't really draw any interaction in this game for like what they're doing. And this big bopper got us. So, it happens. All right, so all in all, kind of a weird set. We didn't play against the card Wrenn and 6 once. We played against Fury, but opponent never cast it. Didn't play against Solitude. These are all the cards that are like really, really bad for humans. We won a lot, you know, but our opponents definitely could have played a little better, I think. And then our cards lined up mostly well. It does feel like this deck is pretty reliant on the sideboard cards being good when they're good, like Hate Bear style. I don't know. I feel like humans is still just a step below where it would need to be in Modern. You know, again, Fury, Wrenn and 6, Solitude. There are just a lot of really nasty cards in the format for it that are often seen in main decks. And then, like, some of the linear decks just kind of, like, do their thing faster than you, too. But still seems good, though. I just don't think that the Coppercoat Vanguard or the Knight-Errant really, like, solve any of the problems the deck is having. And the Vanguard is also very similar to Unsettled Mariner, which is, like, maybe better. It's not a Lord, but it's all your permanents, including itself. It has attacks for, which is kind of cool. So I'm not sure how much better Vanguard is. The pump is obviously nice, but not really sure. But deck's pretty cool. If you love humans, I think it's still playable. Modern for sure. Just maybe not tier 1, but deck's cool. So thanks for watching, folks. I'm Drew Davis. Let me know what modern decks you want to see as I prep for the Pro Tour, obviously. And let me know what you think in the comments. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit the buttons, do the things, please. Takes half a second. Just like the video, please. Thank you. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it. Have a good one.